My name is Markus, and I come from the future. The future is what you'd expect it to be. Flying cars, crazy house designs, and some crazy gadgets. But this is not the perfect future, however. Pollution is the biggest problem. People have tried to clean it, but ever since 2321, it was just impossible. About a week ago, the first day of 23 New Era, weird things started to wash up on the tropical beaches of Singapore. The substance was an oozing black blob, hot to the touch. Scientists all over the world were attempting to figure out what the hell this was. All to no avail. About 6 hours after the first sightings, a 9.7 earthquake shook New York City. There were few survivors. During the quake, a strange bat-like creature surfaced from the crevice of the shattered earth. Then more came. Deaths were spontaneously being recorded all over the world. Then I saw one. I was riding home on my laser scooter when I heard a loud screech from the near left. A woman was in the middle of having her face torn apart, but I couldn't do anything. Her face was being torn apart by what I'll refer to as a demon bat. Its fangs were so long it could bite through your hands and then some. Its wings were muscular, easily holding its prey in place. It spoke metallic words, barely understandable, but one thing was so clear. In my mind, I had to get out of there. I got to my house as fast as I could. From there, a bunker in a yard. I had everything I could need in there, and I waited. More deaths. Then the population dropped to 327 over the course of 2 days. I could tell they were looking for me the first time I tried to make contact with the last survivors. Screeches and chanting could be heard above. I spent the last few years developing a time machine. I had the entire internet by my side, as well as my new tool set. All I needed was time. Slowly, the population started to fall again, now at 132. I knew I had to do something. I finally finished it on Matil 72, 25 New Era. I only had one shot at this. The machine was not able to support multiple trips, and I doubted I'd survive the first one anyways. I turned the machine on, churning and creaking. The room started to shake. A purple light filled my vision. And as I started to regain consciousness, a voice could be heard behind me.
Hello there, Marcus. I'm quite surprised you made it this far. Therefore, you must be the one we've been searching for.
The voice said. I tried to speak, but my head couldn't produce coherent words.
Don't try to speak. It will never work again,
it said. I finally got up and turned to face a normal-looking man.
No time for introductions. I have a task to give you. As you know, your world has begun to fall apart, and there are very few survivors left. Well, Those bad demons are actually the Earth's defense system. As our scientist team has recently learned, the Earth is living itself, an immortal being that holds all other life. However, it is not invulnerable. It has started to die and will do anything to live on. For the good of all other life, so its defense came out to help. It was dying due to overpollution. The Earth's heart was being intoxicated and poisoned. Now you are here with a task. Save the world.
I slowly processed everything he was saying, trying to understand, knowing this was important. Now my mind was racing with how a not important man like me could save something so big. The voice continued.
Your job is to warn the past humans of their destruction, to stop them from committing future suicide. You have until the year 2025. You start in 1508. There are some problems though. Due to the time traveling and space-time editing, you can no longer speak, as you probably figured out. You can still communicate through writing and actions though. Oh, almost forgot. When you die, you're reborn.
The voice started speaking again, but faded away, and no more sounds could be heard. Suddenly, I started falling and falling. I hit the ground in a hard, loud thump. Then I was born again, and again, and again. For hundreds of years, I tried to warn the humans, but they all thought of me as crazy. Sometimes I was killed and then born again in the countryside. Recently, social media was created. I spread this message through the platform. Now I am here. This message is here to tell you how you can help. Pick up some trash. It's better than having your future bloodline torn apart by demons. Plant a tree. Help clear out the air. Stop overhunting animals to extinction. Remember, you are humanity's only hope. I will continue to spread this message until my deadline. When it comes, I will return to 25 New Era. When I get there, there are two outcomes. The bad demons will have killed the rest of us, and soon me, or humanity will still be thriving. All because present-day humans finally cleaned up the act. Heed my warning, or go extinct.